Hey, it's Charles here, and in this video, I'm going to talk about the remote salesperson position and how you can make $3,000 to $8,000 a month as an independent remote salesperson from Mexico in 90 days. Now, this is for motivated folks who are looking for a new opportunity. Maybe you're frustrated with your current environment, you're looking for a change. Perhaps you're unhappy with the current situation, nowhere where you want to be, and you're listening to people who are not successful and looking for the real deal. So if you want to make $100,000 plus and change your life, and if you're able to do disciplined work, perhaps you have background in a competition environment, so sports or academic, if you have access to high speed internet connection, which I believe you do because you're watching this video. So this is not for lazy people who are looking to get rich quick. This is not for procrastinators who like discipline. This is not for people who want to make money but aren't willing to earn it. Now, it's definitely possible to make $8,000 a month as an independent remote salesperson from Mexico, because I'm doing it. The truth is that earning $8,000 a month within 4 to 6 months of starting a job is possible if you set off the right direction and you are in the right vehicle. A vehicle is anything that can take you from state A to state B, and that can help you make the amount of money that you want to make. A normal vehicle will be a job, and this is a different kind of job because this is more of a performance-based role. So there are many vehicles out there, but what I'm going to present to you is the best one, at least for me, which is becoming a commission-based independent remote salesperson. If you aren't already one and if you don't have experience yet, I'm just going to explain some basics about it. But first, I'll go over some quick background of what we do. Now, what we do is that we help transportation companies solve driver shortage and driver retention in 18 months or less by hiring reliable and experienced truck drivers. Now, what does this exactly mean? It means that there's a ton of companies in the US that can't find enough truck drivers. They can't retain those truck drivers. 94% of truck drivers in the US, they leave their jobs within the first year. And there's a ton of truck drivers, of experienced truck drivers in Mexico that we send to the US. We handle the entire process, and the companies, they get someone with experience that's going to stay for the long run in their business. The truck driver in Mexico, they get a better work-life balance. So it's a win-win for everyone. It's an amazing product. We've been doing and helping people get their visas for more than 10 years. So we have a strong track record and the case studies, as you can see here. And you can check out our Instagram page. You can check out Maria Mendoza. She's our CEO. We are very grateful to her because she has helped thousands of people get their visa, their work authorization. So we currently have a team of over 500 employees. Maria Mendoza, the CEO, she's growing this company. We are looking for people that want to help us sell, that want to help us grow even more, and that want to grow with us. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. You're going to be working in a commission-based sales environment. The problem is that you're probably listening to people without the proper information that are looking and that are using outdated models. You have an outdated belief system and you're afraid of commission-based sales. And the result is that you have high competition for undesirable jobs, which leads to little profit, wasted time, low earning potential. You don't have control over your life. You get paid the same regardless of the results. So if you have helped a company grow, but you haven't gotten any percentage of that growth, then this might interest you. So the highest income comes from performance-based work. And as an example, investment bankers, maybe they get $300,000 for salary, but then tens of millions of dollars come from performance. So for example, Jamie, CEO of JP Morgan, he makes $31 million a year. 1.5 of that comes from salary, but $29 million of that comes from performance. It comes from bonuses. So if you want to get paid more, you have to pick a performance-based work. And anyone can start a successful career in commission-based sales. You need to be a natural-born salesperson because selling is a skill, just like playing golf or a video game. You can learn it, you can practice it within 6 to 12 months. If you do this correctly, you'll be a really good stage. And as long as you're focused, you'll learn how to sell. And the most important thing is to master prospecting. Now, prospecting is the activity that a salesperson uses to turn a cold prospect into a qualified prospect, which is just someone that doesn't know you to someone that has money, authority, and intent to buy. Now, the old way is that you're scared of the phone, you're relying on tech to do the prospecting for you, and things like cold calling is dead. You're limited, you have limited opportunities, average results, and you have average paychecks. New way is that you master prospecting, you apply disciplined practice to learning prospecting, and you master it before you start selling. So you set the grounds up to be a superstar salesperson, and you never rely on leads from marketing. You feel control, you have control, and you'll never be broke again. So you can consider these options. You can pause the video and you can look exactly at every single point of information, but the insight here is that with small improvements in your ability to prospect, as you can see here at the bottom, it says 0.5%, 2%, and 4%. This means that it doesn't matter how much hours you have in a day. You can be working the same 22 working days, but if you get more demos, if you get more appointments, if you're good at prospecting, you're gonna get more appointments. Even if you have the same closing rate, you'll make a lot more money just by being better at prospecting. You can master prospecting in 30 days or less. In a few days, you can start earning right away with the right environment. You need a company that throws you into prospecting so you can learn fast. So once you master prospecting, once you're getting appointments, you need to master sales. The old way of this is that there's not much structure or discipline to learning sales. And the result is that it will take you 4 to 6 years to get good at sales, and you won't even master it. The new way is that you make disciplined practice, high focus, intense training. You have many opportunities, high activity during the training process, and you master sales within 1 year. So it's not a function of time, it's a function of repetitions. The more reps you do, the better you get. The more reps you do, the higher the prospecting efficiency. The more reps you do, the higher the closing rate. The higher the closing rate, the more money you make. The close rate is directly related to how much money you make, and it determines whether you're just surviving or living the best life possible. So once you master sales, the difference between 10% close rate and 25% close rate is 2.5x. And it determines whether you make $10,000 or $25,000, which is a difference and can yield an additional $185,000 a year. One can master sales in 1 year or less if you can get the repetitions. And sales is fun, but it's only fun if you're selling the right product, if you're selling a winning product, which we call a rocket ship. Now, the old way is just selling someone something that you don't like, something that you don't believe in, and you can't sell something that you don't believe in because you're tricking the customers. You're not properly qualifying for what you are selling, and as a result, you're not making as much money. But the new way is finding a winning product or a rocket ship, which not only is a great product, but you also understand the economics. And you pick the product with the highest earning potential. You pick the company with a strong culture and high growth. So, a rocket ship for me is selling high ticket, high margin, which means high gross profit, which means higher commissions. So that means that you get paid more money for closing the same amount, Like it literally takes you the same amount of energy to close a $200 deal than a $2,000 deal. So if you sell a high ticket product, you're going to get higher commissions and you're going to make more money. So it's more efficient, but there's a problem, and it's that for every 100 companies that exist, there's only one rocket ship. Some don't even have product market fit, and they're asking you to find product market fit for them. As a result, they're not growing. Those are companies that are not growing, and they're not using capital effectively. So you don't want to work for those companies. You don't want to work for a company that's not growing, because then you're not selling, you're building the product with them. How do you find a good company? It's very difficult to find a good company, but you're in luck because we have found one for you. So this is selling without product market fit. It's very difficult. This is selling with product market fit. As you can see, Harvey Specter is playing the guitar because he's happy, because he's making money. But I'll go into the summary of this. We talked about how commission-based only sales work. We talked about mastering prospecting, mastering sales, and finding a rocket ship. And if you do that, you'll be able to make up to $8,000 a month in 6 to 12 months. Now, there's two options. One is you can find the rocket ship yourself. It's very hard to find rocket ships, and it's very time-consuming. It's very hard to learn prospecting the right way. You need someone to show you how to do it in an efficient way. And you need a company to invest in you and give you the shot to practice what you have learned. It's very difficult to find a company that will give you the shot, even if they are not a good company for you. So this all results to not making as much money as you want. But the second option is Mendoza Firm Truckers. So we are a rocket ship. If we weren't a law firm, we will be basically a unicorn. So you work with one right away. You master prospecting in a controlled environment. You master sales in a controlled environment with the best people in the world. And you're given the chance to run a team if you're showing promise. And you have the highest chance in Mexico, at least that I know, of earning up to $8,000 a month in 6 to 12 months. Yeah, you have a world-class team that's going to help you every step of the way. Again, this is only if you're frustrated with the lack of return of your hard work, if you want to learn sales from a world-class team and accelerate your growth, if you're looking for an opportunity that will earn you 100K plus per year, if you work extremely hard. So if you want to work with A players, if you were a winner and you want to continue being a winner, and if you want to be rewarded on a performance basis, this is what a typical day looks like. At 8 a.m., we drink coffee, you get in the state, you get into a team meeting with everyone. Then after that, we go over some discovery calls and demos over Zoom with prospects. Then you have lunch at 12:30 p.m. Then we do some outbound prospecting for 1 to 2 hours, and we get into discovery calls and demos. And after that, we just unwind. You can rest and you can review your calls. So that's what a typical day for a successful rep looks like. So here are some benefits. You'll earn high commissions. You can work from home anywhere. You'll be involved in a fun and exciting culture. You will eliminate frustration. You'll have rewarding work, and you'll save time getting to your career goals. Who makes the best independent salesperson? If you have a real reason to earn, your back is up against the wall and you need to make a change. If you're willing to be coached, if you like competition and you're comfortable in high stress environments. So I've been doing this for 2+ years. I started 7 years ago. And if you work with us as a salesperson and you're unqualified, so if this is something that piqued your interest, fill an application down below. We have a limited availability of 40 spots. Every time we open the applications, we have a ton of people trying to enter, because the reality is that what we sell is extremely beneficial to everyone. We are helping people get a better life, and we're also helping companies get better people in their team. So it's a win-win for everyone. and a lot of people want to sell what we have, but we're always looking for people because we're growing rapidly. I'll take the chance, go and fill your application. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know. Feel free to send us an email or write in the comments. Have a great day.